Hello, fellow INFJ folk. It's Comanche the INFJ. Hey, I put on this shirt today. It's a powwow shirt from a powwow that I was at in Michigan. And I thought today would be a good day to answer a question that I was asked, which is basically how my culture plays into my processing style. So for those of you who don't know, I'm Native American, American Indian, whatever it's called, but like if you want to get down to it, I'm ojibwe. That's what I am, you know. Yeah, so I'm ojibwe. Then we have this way of properly introducing ourselves, which would be telling who you are, what your clan is. And that's, for me, I'm Wabashkibenes, Maingandudem. So just basically what I said was Wabashkibenes is my given name by the spirits when they do ceremony. And Spirit said my name is Wabashkibenes, which in English means white eagle. And what that means is like a messenger to me. And that's what you're supposed to do throughout life. You figure out what your spirit name means to you. And so being a messenger, yeah, I was searching for the message and to pass on a message. And I did a lot of that with doing motivational speaking and personal empowerment, and even when I was doing sexual assault advocacy work and making PSAs and all of that type of stuff. Then, my Ingandudem means my clan is Wolf Clan. So I'm a Wolf Clan. And so the Wolf Clan throughout time has like helped me identify myself and my processing style. It's to me what it was is like taking on characteristics of the Wolf Clan or of the wolf. So not necessarily like all the characteristics, it's what stands out for you individually. So like what I take from the wolf is always being observant, being like very strategic before I make the attack. A lot of times I choose not to attack. There's no need to attack, and let things just play out. No need to go after the prey unless it's necessary. So being very mindful in those ways. The alpha male, the alpha wolf, that's what I was kind of looked at myself as, felt like I was. I wasn't, one of the pack people. I was the one who would lay back and just like kind of like tell people in my crew, our groups, our friendships, that you can do this, you can do that, go do that, check it out. So that's pretty much like what I take from me being a Wolf Clan. Also, like everything to me about being Ojibwe, it falls upon the value system. We have a value system. We have like 7 values, and it's just like about honor, respect, knowledge, wisdom, and just basically filtering everything that you do in life through those values. And I've always had problems with being Ojibwe, being Native American, is because I was question. And in my observation, I see a lot of people who are doing practices not follow and not filter their ways of being and doing through the value system. And because I questioned them or challenged their thoughts or their beliefs or whatever it may be by using the value system, they wouldn't like that. And so that led me into a lot of not being misunderstood, but let's not go to that person. Let's not work with that person because, I don't know, they want things to be the way that they want them to be because it benefits them. And I've always seen it as not benefiting all. So there's that value system, and everything that I try and do, I filtered through it. Of course, I have troubles, but that's where wisdom comes in, right? You become wise in the knowledge that you have and how you should do things. Ooh, it's starting to rain. Nice. But then also, like, another thing that we have is a time to speak, to like focus on our listening. And we had this thing that's called like a talking stick. Like, we sit in a circle. No one is supposedly not important than the next person. So like everyone was equal. But of course, nowadays it's not that way. But there's a talking stick. You listen until it's your time to get the talking stick passed to you. Then it'll be your time to speak your mind and what needs to be spoken. So I think that a lot of those like relate to me being an INFJ and everything that I'm doing and how I feel now. It's just another way of identifying my characteristics, my processing, and my beliefs and understandings. But then even you want to go into the stereotypes of being a Native American, stoic, where I was talked about being stoic, or very serious, and I allowed myself to fall into that stereotype because it was easy. And even where you don't look the other people in the eyes, it's because you're trying to look into their soul. That was the thing. And you're challenging them, their spirit. So that was the thing that was always passed on. And hearing that's like an INFJ thing, I chose not to really do that. I'd rather observe the person to make sure that I could look at them in the eyes. And if I even want to, because I look at their energy, and even how I look at people's energy falls into like another belief where we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And there's a lot to that as well. A spiritual being, like, we came to this place, this earth, and from a far off land that we seen Pangea and called it Turtle Island because it looked like a turtle. And that's crazy. Like, so if we thought of it as a turtle, like, did they have turtles where we came from? This is questions that I have, questions that I've always had. I was questioning everything. Yeah, going off the notes that I kind of wrote down. But yeah, then there's just all those stereotypes. But then what I looked at, all the stereotypes, and even my understanding of being an INFJ, it's not the limit of who you are. It's like a placement of where you're at. And the gifts that you have, yeah, that's what I mean. The gifts that you have. So you're an observant person, but then like how can you use these gifts to benefit your community, your family, whatever work that you do? How could you use these gifts? Because you're an INFJ, because you're a Wolf Clan, because you're Wabashkibenes, because you're Comanche. You know, you're created from greatness with all these gifts, and you are to place value on your life and the lives around you. And even that, the lives around you, like I could hear this crazy stuff like where Native Americans say everything has a God. No, this is some crazy person saying that. That we look at it like everything has a spirit. Everything is a living being. You look at the rocks. They are living beings. Look at the trees. They talk amongst each other. Look at the plants. Look at everything. They're all alive. The food that you have, even when they're killed for you to eat, they still have a spirit. And the energy that you breathe into it when you're cooking it, the prayers that you may say when you're preparing it, it's not even prayers too, it's just the energy that you put into it. I always think of the Little Mermaid, you know, how the chef was like just all loving when he's making his food and singing. I was like, oh my God, there's got to be some delicious food because of the love and the energy that he's placing into it all. That's how people need to be cooking. Ooh, made me jump a little bit. But there's all of that. Everything has a spirit. Everything should be value, should have value placed in it. Don't be limited by your identity and the gifts that you have and what people say you are, what you have found yourself to be in your journey through life. But to always look for ways to expand and learn from others. Every day is learning experience. Everything throughout your day is an opportunity to learn more and to question yourself and to question life and just to keep on growing. And yeah, so pretty much that's the gist of it in a simple way. If you have any questions, any additional questions, additional thoughts, feel free to leave comments down below. I'll respond to you. And if they're a deep enough question, I may have to make another video about it. I'm not the most, ceremonial practice person, but there's a lot of different things that I know of, and I may not practice them, but it is what it is. I know what I know. I question what I question, and I'm all right with that. It's my life. It's my journey. Got a saying: do not judge another person unless you have walked a mile in their moccasins. There's a lot to be said about that. And it's even kind of hard being an INFJ, so judgmental. But I judge people off the values, and of course the values are similar to my experiences and what do you call the foundation I've built for myself and everything that I hold myself to, the standards, the expectations I have for myself. Yeah. So I totally forgot to say hello, fellow INFJ folk. It's Comanche the INFJ. Thank y'all for watching. Appreciate y'all. All right. I wanted to be out in the outside. A couple other INFJ, they inspired me to do that. Uh-oh. Neighbor's vacuuming. Time to go. That's all. Live long and prosper. I'm still not going to use that, but I'll figure out an ending. This is my 3rd week with this channel. Thank you for all the subscribers, all the commenters, and all of that, and appreciate all the other ones who create videos and share their INFJ perspective and understandings. It's helping me grow and understand more. So, yeah. Thank you. Have a great day.